Hello guys, so quick update about Glocks and Tokyo Marui. So I don't know if you noticed this lately. You just noticed this. Almost all of the Glock Gen 5, Gen 4, and maybe Gen 3s, they are out of stock in the market. Most of the Gen 4s is out of stock because, especially in the Philippines, because it's not sellable. So most of the resellers and suppliers are not restocking their stock because it's not sellable. For the Gen 3s, there are leftovers that is not, it's overstock in the market, the Gen 3, because it's really popular. Gen 5, they're just gone. So what happened is, now Gen 4 you can find it everywhere, especially Gen 4. Gen 3 there is a little leftover. Gen 5s you cannot find it. It's not, you're lucky if you find one. So what happened is, I talked to the local Hong Kong shops, and they said that the Tokyo Marui is having a problem in licensing with Glock. So they have, I don't know if the Glock company, the real steel company, is suing Tokyo Marui. So that's it. So they cannot sell Tokyo Marui Glocks internationally. They said maybe they can sell it locally in Japan. But the problem is, I talked to the one of the they're getting the supply directly at Japan. He has a friend in Japan and then ship it in the Philippines. The problem is they cannot ship, or they cannot get any Glock in Japan because he mentioned that, again, same issue, licensing issue, and they cannot sell it locally. So now it's a big problem, especially for Glock fanboys, people that want Tokyo Marui, want to upgrade, especially for practical shooting, because Gen 4 now has a lot of 3D printed slide and parts. It's already available now. The problem is we don't have the unit. So that's a big problem. Luckily I got 2 Tokyo Marui Gen 4 in Hong Kong. I guess that's the last stock in whole Hong Kong, or maybe there is some remaining, but I got 2 and I cannot find it anywhere. So it's extinct, starting to get extinct. So if you have Gen 4, Tokyo Marui Gen 4, Gen 3, or Gen 5, keep it. Because you cannot find any any of that. A stock gun, it's hard to find anywhere. If you're planning to build one, if you saw a Tokyo Marui Glocks, get it. Because it's really hard to find. But if you cannot really find anywhere, you can just build from ground up, garter parts. It's kinda expensive, but that's the only way to get a Glock nowadays. So it's so problematic. So if you have option, you can just buy a WE, buy a VFC, you can use that, but it sucks, right? Or you can go for a Shadow 2 if you want to. It's a good option because Shadow 2 is now starting to have a 3D printed slide, and it's starting to be developed. For me, Shadow 2 is really usable. Like on my last match, I got a good place. I won the International Production Optics first runner-up for the Team Awards Production Optics, and 4th runner-up overall. So Shadow is really usable. So that's another option. Or you can build, again, you can just build from ground up, from scratch. You can just build garter parts. Or if you're lucky, you can just get a Tokyo Marui, if you're just lucky. I don't know how long it will last, the process or the problem with Tokyo Marui and Glock. We don't know. But usually it will take a long time. Hopefully it will be fixed so we can have Glocks in our hands, because Glocks are is the bread and butter of pistols. It's like High Kappa is the very popular, then next is Glock. Let's admit it, Glocks are really nice guns. I also like it, but the problem is it's really hard to find. So that's it. It's just a short update about Glocks. I hope it helps you. If you have the Glock, keep it. It's a keeper. It's extinct.